Hi there again, Martin Tyler here. Alan Smith's alongside me, and it's Barclays Premier League action for you. And today, it's Everton against West Bromwich Albion.
This is how Everton line up. Number 6, number 18.
Well, what we have got, and no disrespect to their footballing skills, but a couple of real bruisers here.
I think they know how to use that strength as well, Martin. When they get into the box, they can hold off players, give themselves a yard or two extra that they wouldn't otherwise.
Got the Everton lineup for you. Joel plays in goal. Seamus Coleman starts with Brian Oviedo as the fullbacks. Gareth Barry starts with James McCarthy in central midfield. Romelu Lukaku is the sole striker today. The team now for you for West Bromwich Albion. Ben Foster starts in goal. Johnny Evans plays with Jonas Olsen as the centre-backs. Darren Fletcher starts with Claudio Jacob in the centre of the park. Salomon Rondon is the lone striker today. Andre Mariner, the man in charge today. Well, we're going to keep a special eye on Everton today as the game gets underway here. Some potential in this move. Now they've got the chance to push forward from this deepish position. Ross Barkley. Now Barry. Well, he's got support here. Romelu Lukaku. Oviedo. Gonna cross it. Lukaku! Well, the goalkeeper's had to make a save. And the shot was a decent enough one, but too straight. To Barry. Barry. Phil Jagielka. Coleman. Cleverly. Dawson. And in goes the cross. He saw the guy could switch the play to and came up with the pass as well. Excellent. Ross Barkley. Return pass. It's Lennon. Here's the cross. And he claims the cross. It was, well, nothing's ever straightforward for goalkeepers, but he's not been challenged. Everton will know that they can win this game, but nothing comes easy at this level. Over to Lennon. And there is some backup for him in this position. Now it that goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. James McCarthy. Now they've got the ball, let's see what they can do with it. And the attack coming now from Everton. Oviedo. Tom Cleverley. That's a useful ball in. Well, it didn't quite cause the problems that it looked as though it would, that cross. And now the defending team can play their way out of trouble. It's a diagonal ball to switch the play here. Barry. Coleman. That's a good tackle. James Chester. Jakob. It's good vision to be able to switch the play there. Saw that pass coming in midfield, made the intervention, and now maybe he can push the team forward with his work on the ball. He's put it in well. Here's a chance to counter-attack from that wasted cross by the opposition. Into the danger area with the cross. Well, the flag's up, and he's frustrated because he is caught offside. Maybe he made his run a bit too soon. Well, now they've won the ball back in the middle of the park by intercepting that pass. Darren Fletcher. Jakob. That's a clever pass. Little piece of interplay between the two. Fletcher. Coleman with the block. West Bromwich Albion have a corner now. Chooses to punch here, the goalkeeper. Good technique. Hardly wasted the ball in this game. There goes the cross. Good take by the goalkeeper, but no pressure on him. Here's McCarthy. Oviedo. Fletcher. Crosses in. He's spotted a teammate and he's got the technique as well as the vision to switch the play. Coleman. Very good passes. This team are passing the ball beautifully. Strong play in the air. Coleman. To Barry. Oviedo. Not a good challenge by the defender. Well, it will be a throw-in. Cleverly. Possession change once more. And Evans. And that's across the field to try and switch the play. Jakob. More news on the injury, and Jeff Shreves is the man in possession of the information.
The feeling down here is he's twisted his knee. You can just see him testing it out every now and then.
Referee says free kick. Here's McCarthy. Over to Lennon. To Barry. Ross Barkley is shouting from the sidelines to try and get the referee to let the injured player back on. He looks okay now, which is great.
Yeah, I think he does. He doesn't seem to be in after effects, and he'll be a big boost for them now.
Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Good work by the goalkeeper. Some good work by the medical team here to get this fella back onto the pitch.
Yeah, I think he had the old magic sponge, and he's okay now.
Here's the cross. And in comes the header. We're going to get a corner here because of that deflection. Missed it. Sessegnon! It's another very good save. And it didn't get away from him, the ball either. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. It's proper clearance, well away from the danger zone. Dawson. Jakob. Excellent passing, great interplay. And the cross is in. And he's kept the ball out of the penalty area with that block, the defender. Now Lennon. James Chester. Goalkeeper is there for him, and he's played it to him. Jakob. There's some potential in this move. Now the shot! Oh, great work by the keeper. On the front foot now, they've got a corner, hoping for the goal that would put them in the lead. The shot's on! Well, he was lurking dangerously at the corner, wasn't he? And the ball broke for him.
Yeah, I think that may have been a training ground routine that worked pretty well until the shot.
Sessegnon. He's got his shot off now. Well, fine chance to get the first goal here.
Well, the crowd thought he'd scored there, and I did, I must admit.
McCarthy. Now Lennon's cross. Jakob. The ball with the Everton player. Coleman. Jakob. Shots on here. A good hit at it, but I'm afraid that was off the radar. Very fine working goal. Just a minute or two ago from Ben Foster.
He's a master at getting his angles right, isn't he, this goalkeeper?
That's handball. Crossed it well. Lukaku! Well hit and well saved. Darren Fletcher. Oviedo. Coleman. Tackle right on the edge of the pitch. Ball forced over the line. Jakob. And he gives it back to his teammate. Sessegnon. Very good intercepting play there to get his positional situation right and win the ball without too much effort. Ross Barkley. Now he's looking for support. Cleverly. Oviedo. And the cross comes in now. Cross is blocked.
There'll be at least an extra 2 minutes.
Sessegnon.
Time.
Darren Fletcher. Johnny Evans. Sessegnon. Darren Fletcher. Back heel there. Don't see so many of those, but it didn't work for him. Now they can go forward, having won the ball. Sessegnon. James McLean. James Chester. Wasteful pass, unforced error, really. So it's half-time and we're still waiting for that first goal. Well, the word average comes to mind about his first half. What do you think, Alan?
He worked hard enough, but just didn't come off for him. But he's got another half to put things right.
The shot! Oh, great work by the keeper. Now the second period, the second half is underway. And now the referee says free kick. cleverly. It's Everton's turn to attack. James Chester. It's a diagonal ball to switch the play here. Coleman. McCarthy. James McCarthy. Ross Barkley. Really strong play in the tackle. Everton come away with the ball. Free kick coming up. Dawson. Well, he's caught offside, trying to get in behind. He'll say that the pass should have come a bit earlier. Ross Barkley. Jakob. Well, you can see what he was trying to do, but the pass wasn't on. It was a bad ball, as it turned out. Here's the cross. Lukaku! Got in the way of that, blocked it well. Well, they've got a corner out of that. A bit lucky, it was deflected. Oh, great work by the keeper. Barry. It's Lennon. And here we've got a free kick given by the referee. That's a good challenge between the two of them there. And it's Fletcher. Tom Cleverley. West Bromwich Albion have gone and got the possession back. Sessegnon. It's good balance to avoid the sliding challenge. Goodness, they needed him then to clear that. So we'll restart with a throw-in. Sessegnon. And the offside stops the play. Flag went up. Referee blew. Aaron Lennon. He's given it and got it back again. He's spotted a teammate and he's got the technique as well as the vision to switch the play. Ross Barkley. Here's McCarthy. Now a throw-in.
Substitution in progress. Going on now is...
Everton have to make a substitution for the injured player. Aaron Lennon. McCarthy. Over to Lennon. And there is some backup for him in this position. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here and then just lost the concentration, lost the ball as well. Well, they've got to work hard to try and get it back. Gardner. Sessegnon. Now Evans. Everton come away with the ball. Ray Gardner. Aaron Lennon. And they're still going backwards all the way to the goalkeeper. Barry. To Barry. Ross Barkley. And the cross coming in. Well, it will be dealt with easily by the defenders there. It wasn't a great cross in truth. Now they can build from the back, the opposition. And he gives it back to his teammate, James McLean. Now Evans. Ray Gardner. Sessegnon. Dawson. Jakob. In midfield, they've got it back via an interception. James McCarthy. Oviedo. Well, here we've got the possession stats so far for you coming up on the screen.
Well, nothing to split the two sides. This is when you're looking for some...
Oh, he could be in. Barkley! And he's taken the chance beautifully.
The goal from Barkley. You just feel sorry for the keeper, really. The way he's hit that to his right, he's got no chance of getting a hand on it.
Let's see the replay now. Had to wait a while to get the first goal of the game. He sensed it was coming, it's finally arrived. Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress. To Barry. Now Lennon. Aaron Lennon. Coleman. Aaron Lennon. Barry. Oviedo. Kevin Morales. It's a penalty here. Well, they've got the penalty. Actually, they probably want the player sent off, the offender, but he's only got a yellow card.
I think he was a little bit relieved there, you know, looking at his face, but he'll take that yellow.
Well, you run the risk when you go to ground like that with a slide tackle of getting into serious trouble.
Well, he's tried to go for the slide tackle, and he's a fraction off getting the ball. It is a foul.
Good penalty.
That hard that the keeper had no chance.
We can see a slightly different viewpoint on it.
Play has stopped for a substitution. Going on is number 11.
Well, now they're behind. They've got to try and switch things around. And here comes a substitution. Restarting at 2-0. Sessegnon. Olsen, substitute for Everton. And now Brunt. James Chester. Sessegnon. Jakob. It's good work between these two. Johnny Evans. Dawson. Well, that'll be a throw.
Substitution on the field. Going on now is...
There's time for some fresh legs here. Morales. Barry. Now Barry. Here's McCarthy. Well, they are really knocking the ball around well.
Yeah, there's always been an option for the player in possession.
And the referee certainly not flagging in his application of the law. Free kick. McCarthy. Well, for me, Alan, this guy's playing really at the top of his game. Do you think so?
It looks that way, Martin. He can...
Shot on! Sessegnon. Now he's got the ball back. Jakob. Well, that's a good challenge between the two of them there. There's the ball in. Good hands, bread and butter work really by the goalkeeper, but he did it very competently. He's having a good game. 5 more minutes here. James Chester. He's got to play it back to the goalkeeper. Oh, he's dropped the ball. Barkley! Wonderful goal.
A goal from Barkley, and he's not hit it with power, has he? But he's certainly hit it with accuracy.
Well, here's the goal again. There's no doubt that the scoreline reflects realistically the nature of the game. There's nothing false about it. They've thoroughly deserved to be so far ahead. Dawson. West Bromwich Albion running out of time.
Well, the time for patient, short passing has stopped, I think, because Route 1 is the order of the day now as they load the box.
Oviedo. Barry. And the cross comes in now. Volleys for goal. Oh, that's what we've come to see. That's a brilliant goal.
A goal from Barry, and the way he's volleyed it, the keeper really couldn't get across quickly enough. It's a fantastic strike.
And here is another angle on that goal. Little surprising that it is as one-sided as this late in the game, but the team leading deserve the margin of what's going to be a very comfortable victory. 10 shots, 8 on target for Everton.
Oh yes, Martin, they've certainly had their shooting boots on today.
Now Evans. Coleman. Free kick against Everton. It is Everton's day, and goodness me, the supporters are loving it.
Well, they are, and they can see good times on the horizon. They've certainly enjoyed good times out here.
Space for the shot. Very good stop here. Oviedo. Everton have got a chance now, and shoots! He's missed it. Decides that time is up, and the game has been up for some time in truth. The final score, 4-0. What a brilliant performance from this fella.
Well, so often we think of his creative abilities, but a couple of goals here have won the match for his team.
Shot! Oh, great work by the keeper. Possession stats so far for you coming up on the screen. Oh, he could be in. Barkley! And he's taken the chance beautifully. It's a penalty here. Good penalty. He's got to play it back to the goalkeeper. Oh, he's dropped the ball. Barkley! Wonderful goal. And the cross comes in now. And volleys for goal. Oh, that's what we've come to see. That's a brilliant goal. Space for the shot. Very good stop here.